Who do you plan on starting tomorrow?
Colin Fisher. Yep.
Was that an easy decision, or did you give consideration to Bobby? Or?
Yeah, I mean, Bobby will pitch. But, yeah, since we didn't use Colin over the weekend, we'll start.
You said in there you want to get Dylan Carter some more.
I'd like to get a bunch of them where I know we probably won't get to pitch them all, but, you know, first we're going to try to win the game, but we also want to get some guys in if we can.
A-State is 16-14, you know, much on them yet?
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot. You know, the other coaches are kind of working on those scouting reports, and we'll go back over them this afternoon. But, you know, I follow their scores. They've had a lot of games. There's been a lot of runs scored. Sometimes they did, sometimes the other team. I mean, when it's a in-state school, it's kind of throw the records out a lot of times. They're gonna give us all we want.
Like you said, the in-state schools, they get real excited to play you guys. It's been a few years now, but Arkansas State hadn't gotten you yet. How fired up?
Yeah, I think we got rained out last year, didn't we? So, yeah, I mean, it's they've always had good players. We know a lot of their players because they're in-state. We've had them in our camps and different things, but we haven't seen them in a while. So it's you know, it'll be kind of new for us as well. It's like you know, I think our guys, you know, we just want to play, and hopefully the weather holds off or gets out of here, and you know, we get a chance to play tomorrow night because there's 3 or 4 position players I really want to get in there, and obviously some pitchers that really need to throw.
You mentioned there Peyton Holt's one of the position players that you'd like to get in there. What are your thoughts on just him handling, maybe not playing as much as he'd like?
Well, he's not the only one, so it's just the way it works a lot of times. I think he's been great. He's been a great teammate, real popular, and you know, he's going to do big things for our team this year. It's still, to me, it's still early.
Does it help when you have guys like Wagner who sit for a while and then get their situation and make the most of it and have some success after sitting for a while? Does that help with morale a little bit? Like
yeah, it does. I mean, he had a great attitude. One week he wasn't even on the roster, and then last weekend against LSU he was, and he got his opportunity. He started, hit a home run, and had some good at bats. So yeah, he's and players see that. You know, they notice, but you know, those guys they're more mature than maybe some people give them credit for. They understand, or they know, and they know their time's coming too.
Does that help you know, not having a letdown when you just sweep LSU because you're playing some other guys that are hungry to get in there and, you know, show what they can do?
Well, I would think so. I mean, that's part of why, you know, guys in the middle of the week that haven't played on the weekend, man, they want to get after it. They want to play. They want to try to earn some time on the weekend, or even in some cases just get on the roster and have an opportunity to play. So, yeah, it should bring some energy.
I think this is Tommy Rappo's 16th year there. What have you thought of the way he's kind of maintained the
He's done a good job. I mean, it's like all the programs that are, you know, what I call mid-major programs, because I coached at Northwestern State for 3.5 years, and you gotta fight and scramble for everything you get, you know, from, you know, budget and players, and so I know where those guys are coming from. I really appreciate them.
Have you ever had a team where maybe you told them that they were maybe being a little too boring, like you had to do with this team?
Yeah, and it wasn't like I bluntly told them they were boring. I just said I just want to see a little more personality. I know there's more in there because we just scrimmaging. And I said, but we gotta be a little bit more lively. I said we don't play every day like the big leagues. They play 6 days a week. We play maybe 4, sometimes 5, sometimes 3. So when you show up and we start playing, you need to be into it. And you know, I get it every now and then. You know, they'd be tired of just the season or whatever, things are, you know, however they're going, but they kind of took it to heart a little bit, and I like the way they approach the game.
It was Frank the other day. He was talking about after White hit that game-winning double, that Helfrich was a guy that dumped the water on him, and that just showed, hey, that's a guy he's competing for playing time with. But there he is, you know, doing that.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. You know, that's what you want. I think bottom line, when we're in the game, in the heat of the battle, so to speak, I mean, they want to win. You know, and that's number one. Maybe, you know, that guy would love to get a hit, but if he would rather win than him go 4 for 4. And if you get that, you're going to win a lot of games.
when you look around the SEC, have there been any like results in the first 3 weeks or just trends that have jumped out to you?
You know, the league is so unpredictable. People talk about Kentucky, and I thought Kentucky was good. They're old. They got a lot of different guys in there, and now it's their second years. They get transferred kids, and I mean, they're playing good. They're pitching good, and they can hit. They showed that this past weekend down there in Oxford. So, they would probably be the one you'd probably go, wow, because maybe they haven't been up the top in a while. But they've had their years where they were the best. So it's nothing really surprised me. You can run off. I've said it 3 times. You can run off 5 in a row, but you can lose 5 in a row just as quick. And you gotta show up every day, and you gotta pitch and play defense. If you do that, you kind of stay out of a slump. But if you don't do those 2 things, it can flip on you.